So you matter in this conversation. What are you, the voter, feeling at this very moment? Well, a CBS News poll found your view of the president's economic agenda and policies souring just a little bit. Look at that here behind me. 52% say the president's policies make grocery store prices go up. You see the 26% there. That's those of you who say no impact. Then 23% say that other things go up as a result of the president's policies, but the Dow goes down. That's the 23% there. So let's bring in Bill Watts with MarketWatch. The word of the week appears to be tariffs. This is really sort of an early sign of Americans' reaction to this economic policy, correct?
Yeah, I believe so. You're also seeing it in the markets where we've seen a lot of volatility just around the entire tariff question as well.
Well, the outlook from Goldman Sachs, not great either. They have been upgrading their U.S. recession risk to what, 35% from 20%? That is a pretty fast jump over not very many days. Your reaction to that?
Yeah, 35%. And so, better than 1 in 3 chance here. And they cite the tariffs and the tariff uncertainty as a major driver of that change in the forecast. And it really gets at just this question of, people not being able to make plans because the news around the tariffs keeps shifting. We don't know exactly what's going to be tariffed, how much, or anything else, in great detail. So, that's led to a lot of uncertainty. That's knocked down business confidence. It's really hurt consumer sentiment. And that makes it hard for people to plan. Usually, as Goldman Sachs points out, that declines in consumer sentiment don't necessarily lead you to an economic slowdown, but they note that given the weaker economic fundamentals that are out there right now, they're more concerned that in this case it could, and that's what's led them to up their recession odds.
So for the millions of voters who checked yes for President Trump in the last presidential cycle, they know that he talked about tariffs. It was one of his campaign promises. But let's get real here. If you start to raise tariffs, are the ripple effects positive or negative immediate? Or is this a long game? And I guess the larger question here politically, do Americans have the stomach for a long game if in fact that's what it's going to take to see positive effects if Mr. Trump is correct on tariffs?
Yeah, I'm afraid that those are all things that are very unclear at the present time, and it goes to that just maximum uncertainty that we see out there. We talk about uncertainty in the markets a lot. It's a bit of a cliche, but if you look at some objective measures of policy uncertainty that are out there, they are sky high right now, and I think it just goes to this idea that we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how the tariffs will be passed on or whether they'll be absorbed by the importers. We don't know to what degree that will pass through. We don't know to what effect it will slow the economy. So it could boost inflation if those tariffs get passed on and the degree they get passed on. But if the economy slows or stalls into a recession, then that would mean less inflation. So it's really, people are really just sort of looking for direction here. You even see it, in the comments from the Federal Reserve, and they are also in a very much a wait and see mode. So it's just a very, very uncertain time right now.
Bill Watts, markets editor at MarketWatch. We appreciate your watch and your report today on a Monday. We hope to have you back here on CBS News 24/7. Thank you.